I said, there you go. Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So even if you go here to complete it, okay, and it goes there, there's his old bookings from when they started with us.
Okay.
It never goes off the system. Okay. So
Okay.
it will always be there. You could
Okay,
tell
then we
him,
can still do it.
yeah, even under completed, deleted, even if you delete the booking, they started with us in 2015 when we started the company. You see there?
Yes. Okay.
So it retrieves it from a server that all these history is on, and it's quick. So you mustn't be worried. It never gonna go off. It will always stay here. So you can always find it again. Complete it or delete it. In all the statuses, you will always find it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so let's try daily planner again. And let's just do it from for the weekend. See? Are you very busy this weekend?
I know we have 2 functions on Saturday, 1 on Sunday. And I don't think we're busy on the. Let me check. Don't know about Friday. Yeah,
Yeah.
we have a function on Friday. 1 function on Friday, 3 functions on Saturday, and 1 function on Sunday.
Yeah. Now, what I'm asking is, if it takes so long, I want to tell my technical guys how long this takes to
Okay.
generate, and I can maybe speed it up.
Okay.
Let them see maybe there's a bug in and it slows down the report. You never know. Every day is full of surprises.
Yes, and especially with technology, you can improve
Mm.
all the time. There's always improvements on
No, look,
technology.
they
It's
work
crazy.
24. Yeah, they work 24/7.
Yes.
But sometimes it's just if a venue is very busy, it compels everything that's happening over the weekend now. But
Okay.
it shouldn't take so long. It actually is never taken so long. So that's why I would rather notify them that, it takes a long time to generate the report. And they can up the speed on the report.
Okay. At least you're finding that out now as well.
Yeah.
You're doing that.
You know what the other venues are doing, and they're not complaining about it, because here I would complain. Let me somewhere do a mail team while we're busy.
Okay. So if this is happening to us, it's also happening to other people.
Yeah,
Okay.
because my internet is slow, but it shouldn't take that long.
Okay. Here we
It's,
go.
yeah, it takes about 10 minutes to generate 5 pages in the report. See, while I'm busy with you, they can start checking if there's maybe a bug. Sometimes it's just a bug slowing down a report. But you
Okay.
see, now even you don't have setup styles yet. But if you go through venue admin now with me, and we add the venue setup styles, the summer kitchen, you can already see the setup here. You can see from that time to that time they're going to use the venue.
That would be great
Do
because
you
when I
see
have
it?
to book site visits, it's
Yes, so
ridiculous
your
that I don't
internal
know the
note will
time.
be, yeah, the internal note will be in this block. There's the booking number, who's the customer, how many guests, do they still owe money? There's everything that they've paid for. The full setup is here. There's the photo shoot. You see, there's the internal note.
Yes.
Here's another one. But if you can have the setup, Let's say it's a standard table. You can have it there, then they know. Or it's round tables or square tables or whatever. What is the setup? You can have it in. There's everything on the booking already. If they have the menu in it and it says pizza chef menu and I have the menu already typed in the booking, it will give it here in the breakdown for you as well what's on the menu.
So this is sort of what Nicolette would, because
She does it manually every day.
when I
Yeah,
asked her how do I find out times for the weekend, because obviously I need to book viewings. And
yes.
she's like, I can go downstairs to the kitchen and the times and dates are there. There's forms there with that.
Yeah, they do
So
it
if I go there,
manually.
does it look like that or does it?
Yeah, I think they're typing it up manually still.
Oh, okay.
But look at this one. Here I can see um, if it's a company, I can see internal note if there is, which places did they book, the quantities of each thing in here. So it breaks down everything for you.
Okay.
And you know the setup already from that time to that time they're going to use fairy woods. What's the setup? What did they own? They're doing their own catering, own decor. You see what I mean? It's it throws the whole daily planner for the operations together.
Okay.
Right. So try to implement that I start using that because it will make your life so much easier. Okay. Then mass complete. This is where you can go and you can say all those old bookings. Okay.
Yes.
So let's do up to 2020. Everything with a zero means it's been invoiced and paid. So there's nothing like that. Okay. Then we say from that date, only quotes or inquiries. There's one, and I say it's a quote that never happened, so it's still in quote from 2020, delete. It's not gone, you can still find it under deleted.
Yes, I saw by
Okay, yeah.
yes.
So let's see if we can clear up more of that junk in there. And if he wants it, you can always go back and find it again. Will always
Okay.
stay on the list. Okay. So let's say from 2020, with negative balances, quotes and inquiries. Why isn't there so many? Maybe he cleaned it up now. Do you think he cleaned it up?
Quite possible. I did speak to you.
Let's see if I add in 2021. They're outstanding first. Ah,
There you go.
oh, so what he needs to do, and this is why your reservation list is so slow. There's still invoices and quotes as well that a full amount was captured on it. So now he's got to come here and say completed status, and you will find it again. I'm going to put it under completed status anyway.
Okay.
Okay. He can just find it again there because these are bookings that's long past gone. You know, it's not going to happen anymore. So
Yes.
you see now it's already slowing down. I want to see something on that. See, that's why there's outstanding amounts on these old ones. That's why it's not throwing it into the zeros. They didn't capture payments. But if he wants the old ones now, it's under completed. Okay. And the pink ones means there's still monies outstanding on them.
They
So
didn't capture payments,
they never captured payments on those bookings. Okay.
so we can't fix it because
You
we've
can go
obviously.
back now, but he's got to go and check that they ever get that money in.
Oh, isn't it gonna give us like a a report that isn't accurate?
Yeah, so there's all these old ones from 2015, 2018. You can find all of them always under that. think this was when we did training, because you can see some of it is mine.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so it's never gone, but that's how you can mass complete or mass move it, if just to clear your list from old bookings that's still outstanding monies. I'm not going to do the ones with outstanding amounts. Okay, so even if you leave all of them on, they will come up nothing, because they're all in invoice status, but no payments was captured.
Okay.
So that's the only way it's going to clear them, to eventually come and capture the payments towards them, or put them in deleted status.
Okay.
Okay. So that's how you can do it in mass. Then you don't have to go to each booking and
Do
change
it
the
one by
status
one.
here, one by one. Okay.
Okay. Yes, that's quick.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it one by one for sure.
No. Let me just spray these mosquitoes under my desks, because they're eating me alive currently.
No, I just killed one in the bathroom actually.
It's this
I
time in
don't
the
know.
afternoon. I don't know if they come inside because of the afternoon is coming, and then they come under my table. They're
And it's
eating
so
me alive here.
and it's so hot. It's not like you want to close the windows or anything
Yeah.
like that. It's
So you
terrible.
guys are not online, but if you had an online link for your rooms, or somebody can book to sleep, if they don't complete their booking, all their details will be in here, and you can contact them and then ask the system to complete their booking. Unpaid online, it's people that booked online but they haven't paid you. But I
Okay.
don't think you should have anything unless there's old stuff, okay? Because you're not online. Then,
Yeah, we're not online yet. So I don't think we're ready for that yet. Because so far we only book the rooms to people that book functions with us.
yeah.
But depending how Yaku's building goes, we might be interested in that.
Okay, so you don't have returnable inventory items, but we can also manage your tables, chairs, data projector, crockery, cutlery, all of that. That's what we call returnable inventory items. So if you had one, you can actually come and see on that day, is my silver underplates available. I don't think you guys have decor. You rent them out.
No, we
You rent
have
it
a
in.
decor team
Yeah.
that
Okay.
does that. That's not really part of
You're
us.
not,
They our preferred supplier.
yeah, you're not with bookings.com, so you can ignore messages. That's only for bookings.com. Groups I showed you. I also sent you the link with just a group training that we did.
Yes.
Okay. Now remember we did it yesterday, where we created that false group
Yes.
of that booking for the conference. All your groups
Yes.
will be in here. But we already did that yesterday.
Yes. I remember you
Okay,
telling
and
me.
check in, check out report. You can also draw it. It only brings up the people that's going to check in over a period. You can also say who's checking out, who's staying over. You can sort it by booking number, sort it by location, sort it by customer name, or sort it by date. Include value means it's going to put the total of the invoice on the report. Include outstanding if they owe me money still, and include the customer telephone number, email. If it's a company, that include the internal note or show notes. Now, show notes is that blue line I showed you on a booking, where you can type your full package in there.
Yes.
Okay, so this is everybody that's checking in over the weekend. See, summer kitchen, fairy woods, standard room. Now I can go and I can tick on the top there, and I can say action. I can email all of them if I want to notify them of roadworks or whatever. If I
Okay.
click on there, it takes it to the email, and it blind copies all the guests.
Okay.
And you can email them and say, please note that we've got roadworks, or whatever you want to communicate with them. Or you can just print the report. Or you can export it to Excel and do your own little thing on the Excel spreadsheet and print it. So there's everybody that's coming this weekend. There's the location. That's the resource they're checking in. What date, when are they checking out? And there's everything that was included in the full booking.
Okay.
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 So this is also a nice report for you. So you can see Fairywood, you've got a photo shoot, you've got summer kitchen. There's the same as daily planner, but this just shows you also in the shorter report who's checking it, when they're going out, how many nights. Because you are not, your rooms are not set up properly. If the rooms were set up properly, it would say 2 adults, 1 child.
Yeah.
Okay. You see, not one of the rooms have uh, totals in here because it's not set up properly. Okay, and the same with your checkout report. You can do the same. Who's checking out? Do they still owe money? And you can pull the report. Ticket scanner, I'm not going to show because you don't really use our ticket system. So I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to keep you busy with the stuff that you really work with. Housekeeping report can also be nice for you. You can also include the internal notes. See, your rooms are not set up as overnight rooms. Let's do Saturday. There you go. So the housekeeping report, once again, is for the cleaners, for the
Yes.
housekeeping, so they can see Fairy from the 14th to the 14th, photo shoot, standard room, summer kitchen. So they can see all the resources and rooms booked. And then they know they're coming in, they're going out on that date. So they can know which ones, how to clean them and when it must be cleaned. If your rooms were set up properly, it will show how many adults and how many children.
Okay.
But that's also a nice report so that the cleaner knows which venues to clean properly.
Yes.
Gate control you also don't use. That is a book and a pen at the gate, but then you replace it with a tablet. So I'm not going to waste time on it. Okay, it's not even set up for you guys. And then we've got a check-in. So if they check in for accommodation, we can also set up a check-in app for you. So just to quickly show you how it works,
Okay.
because it's something you can consider doing when you've got more rooms one of these days.
Yes, hopefully soon. Hopefully next year.
Yeah. So let me quickly book a room. Oh, there's bookings. So if I go now to my accommodation check-in, there's all the guests checking in today.
Okay.
So they arrive, they click on their room. They can also do it with a QR code and you can ask them any questions. The system can take photos. It can capture date of births. You can ask them questions where they must select something. So maybe you want to add, how did you find out about us? And they can select Facebook, blah, blah, or visiting or whatever. There's all your terms and conditions and your indemnity. They agree to it. They can take a photo of their ID and they can sign and next and finish. Now on the check-in, you can see 1 out of the 2 guests already checked in on that room. So if I go to this booking now, sorry, I'm lazy to type,
No, don't worry.
copy. If I go to this booking now and I want to find that person's indemnity again, I can find it here and the guests. And there's in red, there's all of that. There's my signed indemnity. No printing paper,
So you wouldn't
no
go
nothing.
to documents?
No.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, so you go in red There's my indemnity. We call it electronic indemnity. So there's my indemnity. There's my signature when I signed it. And there's all my questions and answers.
That's so cool. The last place I worked at, I remember making them sign it on the indemnities
Yeah.
on paper.
And then you have to put all of it away and file it and whatever. If I took a photo of my ID, you can see my ID again here. No.
And it also
So,
cuts out the chance of the guest fighting with you or not wanting to sign the indemnity as
yes.
well.
Yeah. Okay. So we can do that for you as well, especially if you're going to get more rooms now. I think that is a good idea for you to do it electronically because you also get a QR code in the system.
Yes.
So you can either have a tablet for them or you just have this printed out. They arrive, they scan with their own phone this QR code and they check in from their own device.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
So think about that for the future.
Yes, I will.
Then your extra list, I don't think Tony's got a few extras, but I don't think he's using it, to be honest. So everything can be on the price list, okay? Can be allocated to a list. So let's say, for instance, price list. Let's say this red carpet. Okay. You can allocate it to a list here, to equipment or venue or beverage or food group or kitchen group. So you can allocate it, then you can pull that report and you can see, oh, we have to get out the red carpet today. This is the food we have to make. This is the decor and whatever. We call it a price list group. So you can link any item to a price list group, which will be awesome for you guys to do because then it's also like an extra list that you can show what is all the extras that we have to prepare from that date to that date. I see he started here, but he didn't carry on with it. Okay, even venue hire, then you can see all the venues again that's been going to be used for the weekend.
Okay.
Guest forms was in COVID. We did it. Then all your check-in apps questions are here and you can select it and pull a report. So don't worry too much about that. We're just leaving it here because we never know what's going to happen and maybe we'll need this report again.
Okay.
Okay. Then we're going to go to upload payments. So you can get a template here. It downloads a template for you. And he can actually resolve all those old outstanding ones from him like this. So he can copy the booking numbers in here, the amount, the date, the time, and the reference number. Upload it and all those bookings will be fully paid.
Okay.
Okay. So let me ask him. I have a template here, just an example to show you what it looks like if you upload payments. I think it's that one. Yeah. So it uploads the payments. If it could match this booking number in your system, it will say payment allocated or matched. If I've uploaded in other venues booking payments now, it says booking not found for this venue. If you upload the list wise, it will say duplicated. And it will warn you. So you can capture all the payments on that spreadsheet and then upload it once. And then automatically you can also email everybody's receipts that you're uploading now. So all the payments for the week, you can upload it and it will send out receipts to everybody. Saying thank you for your payment, attach here to your receipt.
Okay.
Okay. So I know he goes now and he does this, and he goes
Yes, and then
one,
he goes and he clicks on the send.
and he goes one by one, and he goes one, one, one. But he
Yeah.
can do it in bulk. Much easier to do it in bulk. Okay.
Okay.
Then the payments report. So you can do it on any day up to any time. Okay, I'm going to do it from the 1st up until the 12th. You can do it by user, or you can, if you leave it blank, it generates a payment for all the payments received. And there's EFT cards, and there's all the payments making up this total, all the bookings.
Okay.
And you can, of course, print the report or export it to Excel. Okay, so I don't think he gets to uploading payments, but if he starts using this template, it will be much quicker and easier for him to do it.
Okay.
Okay. Then you don't have online payments. I don't think so. You don't have a pay
No.
now. No, you don't have a pay
No,
now
I
button.
don't believe so.
You had
You,
Sage. Oh, and then it looks like they switched it off.
yeah, I haven't
Because
received
it's,
the online payments. All my payments is either on the spot or card payments or EFTs.
yeah, because the setup is not looking correct.
So I haven't heard of online payments. So
Yeah.
they haven't mentioned it. So
I'm going to leave it in there, but I don't think they've ever used it. Okay. So there you can then do a Paygate recon, and you can see all the payments that come from the Paygate. So it shows you, yeah, you see, it's not available for you. So
okay.
that's not a valid number in there. So that's Paygate recon. You don't take virtual credit cards, so you don't have to worry about that. Future payments report is very important for you guys.
Future payments report.
Yeah. So it selects starting date for future payment report. Only payments before this date. So you can say from this date, only payments before this date. So now you can see up until next year, October, which payments did you receive already. Okay, so in October for your bookings, for November, December, January, February, March, April, up until 2025. It will show you the totals below, and here's all the details of all the bookings making up those amounts. And of course, you can export it to Excel, or you can print the report. So it's future bookings, but you already received money on them.
Okay.
So it's future bookings, and you received payments.
Okay.
And it pulls it very nicely for you, so you can see I received this money up front. These bookings must still happen, but these are deposits that you received.
Yes, the deposits. Yeah,
Yeah.
I understood.
Okay.
It's like September 2024.
Yeah. Backed up dated payments report is just if a user went back and they changed a payment in the past. It will show on here. So this event expired, the payment date, capture date, and the reference and the amount. And then there's the booking number. It just means the event was passed already, and then Tony probably uploaded the payment only after the event or something like that.
Okay.
And then it shows, yeah, what did they do and which payments did they change, or um,
That would
did they
be
work on.
after the event. That would probably be because obviously the event cannot happen unless they paid in full.
Paid in
That would
full.
probably be like bar tabs or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And it can also be that if didn't get time to capture all the payments,
Oh
and
yeah.
now
Yeah.
he's only after the event got time to capture the payment to give the client a final invoice.
Okay.
That is backdated payments. You don't have refundable deposits. Check up.
Yeah,
But
we do.
yeah, but you do it manually.
Yeah.
You can actually
Okay.
set it up in the resource and then you manage it in a booking. And then you can see from that date to that date, you can see all on every user and you can see all the refundable deposits that was received and refunded. But
Oh,
I see he does it as a normal quote line. You can do it much better on Q2B. So if I pull in a resource on a booking, let's say the chapel or the hall, and there's a 2,000 Rand refundable deposit linked to it, it will automatically add it in here. And then if I capture it and I say I received it, and I received 2,000 Rand, I can make a note. And I can say save. And then I refund it. I can make a note and I can say I refunded only 1.5 breakage. Oh, I can't spell. Of 500 Rand kept for table, whatever they did with the table. So I can capture it like this. Then the system keeps control. Who received the refundable deposit? Who refunded them? And then that goes into, I'm just going to reinstate my invoice. 6175. And that goes into that report where it just makes it easier to see who refunded them, who and why did you keep money back? You see, then the system manages it for you. Because now you put that line in, and then a month later the client says, "Hi, when am I getting my deposit back?" You have no control over did you pay it back, didn't you pay it back. It's a lot of admin. Here you can see I received 2,000 and I refunded, and there's all the bookings where the refunded was done on and the line. And why did I keep 500 Rand back?
okay.
Okay, so it just makes it, if there's deposits outstanding, you can also pull a report that says deposit outstanding.
Okay.
So it just makes it easier to manage those bookings where you have refundable deposits and see who refunded them and when did they refund and what was the amount that you refunded them.
Okay.
That's why I say Tony is working probably his butt off. He can work smarter and not so hard.
Well, I think with that one, it's probably Nicolette.
Yeah. Okay, but it's very easy to manage it and see which ones that you refund, which ones are still outstanding, etc.
Okay.
Okay, then CRM I'll do with you during admin training. Then I'm going to go to debtors. Your debtors are probably going to look horrible because all those old bookings are outstanding.
Yes.
Okay, so you can see there. So we age bookings for you, past and future. Quotes, past and future. So it means these quotes are 1 day old, 14 of them, and we age them as they go along. So there's 2,394 quotes in the system active. That's older than 30 days.
Sure.
And it's already in the past dates. So all those quotes you can go and put in deleted status.
Okay.
Okay. So everything becomes a hyperlink. If I click on the 14th, it will show me what 14 quotes is lying there. Okay. You
Okay.
can see they're all current quotes. If I go back and I'll say I want to see unpaid invoices in the past. Who owes me this 28 cents? Click on it and it will take me to the booking owing me this 28 cents.
Okay.
So it means it's unpaid invoices in the past. The event is already over and they still owe me money. Unpaid invoices in the future, if I want to see, so it's future bookings. We want to see who still owes me all of that money. It will take you back to the bookings that owes you all that money.
Okay.
So it
Okay.
becomes hyperlinks, but you can see quotes in the past, you can see the amount here. You can see the total. This should go into deleted status. It's old, very, very old stuff.
Okay.
So if it's a company, you can pull a full quote on a statement on a company. So let's say you want to pull a statement from there to there on any company, and I want it under company name. Then you can print it. You can have it on the screen. You can email it directly, or you can export it to Excel. Now, layout 1, exclude quotes, exclude zeros, if you want to. Layout 1, I don't think you're going to have anything in here. Yeah, it's nothing under company. So let's just quickly go and reinstate that one booking of mine again. And I'm going to put it under a company. I think it is under company. Yeah, just going to reinstate this one quickly. So if I go back to payments now, there it is, and I go company statement, and I go and I want to pull a statement for Q2B. And I say layout 1. It shows you the booking number, the date, the guest or the event name, who's the primary customer, invoice, what's outstanding, and it will age it for you.
Okay.
The layout 2 shows payments received as well. Okay, so this will show you a date, description, reservation, debit, and it will show you the credits as well.
Okay.
So what I said to Tony before, and I'm going to mention it to you again, because the venues that's doing it has got an awesome job. Because if you create a booking and you put each bridal group, okay, and you put it under a company here,
Yes.
you know when you start off it says none, and you say create new, and you say Yanni and Sunny's wedding celebration. You can call it whatever you want to. Okay? You can add the email in here.
Okay.
You can give them account numbers, countries, whatever. If you put it under a company, your wedding or whatever, you can pull statements for them. Because now they pay 5,000, then they pay 10,000, then they pay 20,000. After a while, they will ask you, how much do we owe you now? Where are we standing? You can then
Yes.
do a statement for them. See, Yanni and Sunny, and I can pull a statement for them, and now they can see this is the total and this is what they've paid, an outstanding amount. So if you can try to do that for your conferences for companies and for your bridal groups, okay, then you can actually give that bridal group a statement of the account.
Yes.
Because you know how they pay these days. They pay weddings. They pay
Yes.
deposit and then they pay every month, every month, every month.
Yes,
Or
or one of the parents want to pay a part of it or
yes. So
something.
then you can pull a full statement for them if you do it that way. So you create them as if they're a company, and then
Yes.
it's so easy if they want a statement, you come here and you pull a statement for them.
Okay.
Oh, he's swearing at me, it's still running. Yeah. So you can do your weddings like that. Um because of these days, I know my son got married last year. You give a deposit and then every month they pay an amount because nobody can afford 200,000. There's now and again there's a father that's very rich and pays everything up front.
Okay.
Okay, but this way you can easily pull statements on your weddings for them.
Okay.
And then your debtors report is going to look horrible. So here you can also see past events. You can also include all the customers. So this is also how you can see all these old debtors.
Okay.
So your debtors look horrible. Yeah. But it's all those payments that you didn't capture on the bookings. So that's why the debtors is looking like this, greater than 30 days.
This would mess.
Yeah,
Would I call it OCD? It would mess with
yeah,
my mind. Like I like things being completed.
yeah.
It would be at the back of
No,
my
I
head for
also
the whole.
I'm a OCD person. It will drive me crazy if I have this.
Yeah, it's freaking me out. Like I feel like already in the back of my head, like I need to
Yeah,
take those away and make it completed and or
yeah. So,
delete it or
so
it's
this,
already like
yeah,
it's just
this is now. If I click on there, it take me to the company details. If I click on the amount, it will take me to the invoices making up that amount.
okay.
Fine.
Okay.
So he can also go and clear up his debtors like that. Let's leave this one to play around still. So he can easily go and clear up his debtors like this. Ugh. And if he needs help, he must just ask. You don't use the channel manager, so I'm not going to go through that. Um, I think then let's do customers. So there's your customer database. You can see all the blank ones here is because they didn't on the bookings complete first name and last name. And then we struggled in the system because now they've got an email and no first name and last name. So that's why we're forcing the first name and last name up upon the venues now.
Okay.
Okay. Otherwise, they have databases like this. Okay, or little stripes. But you can find all your customers on here. Okay, so there's myself and my test as well. So if you want to go and edit my details, you can come and edit them here. You can also make notes for the customer. Okay, so my postal address changed. I don't have a postal anymore. Um, there's the company that's linked to me. If I want to link it back to Q2B, I can link it back here. And then you can also leave a customer note in there. You will have a registration, a VAT number for the company if it's under company. Then everywhere with even with that RSVP, you remember we asked them, do you want to receive marketing mail from us? If they say no, the system will automatically tick them as a no mailer.
Okay.
Okay. Then we've also got blacklisted only for Q2B clients. So let's say I've been with you before and I caused damage. I burned down the place, or I left with an unpaid bill, or I assaulted somebody, or I was rude or made a noise or whatever.
Yes.
Okay. And you blacklist me. I just want to copy my own email. Now look if you try to book me again or anything. Okay.
Yes.
Let's do a room. So let's say you are going to book this room for me. And you start my booking and you select. It warns you and it tells you this customer has been blacklisted for damage. It doesn't stop you from continuing with the booking. You can still continue with the booking.
It's
Okay.
just letting us know it's our choice.
But it
If
just
we want
lets
him
you
back
know
again.
before, with any other venue, this customer caused damage. So I have to have a look out for them.
Okay.
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 Let me just quickly go and unblacklist myself. Because can you imagine?
Yeah, I can imagine a lot of yes. I've like these people we had to take out the tree because they were so drunk.
Yeah.
They should be
So,
blacklisted.
so it's only a to be that we have it, and it helps all our venues just to make sure we know who's the bad guys. Okay,
Yes.
that we are hosting.
And we can
Now,
actually
to
set
give you an
boundaries.
example, Monte Dio started the same time as Riverside Castle. They
Yeah.
are using that RSVP link for all the guests. They're sitting with a database with, I think, 380,000 people.
Yeah.
After all this time, from 2018, you only have 5,400 because you're not using that. So you only get the bridal couple or the conference organizer's details. If you use that registration link, the RSVP link, you will capture everybody's data. And you want it for future marketing because you can export this list into Excel and you can go and do a bulk mailer and advertise your packages again.
Okay. Okay, I
Okay.
get it. Okay.
Okay, then everybody that used the RSVP link, he did start and then he gave up. But I think, yeah, sometimes I think Tony gets too busy and then he doesn't get time to do everything and then he stops.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
in this, you'll have every guest that RSVP'd, you'll have all their details.
Okay.
And even if you want to check them, you can check them and it also shows the event they attended. So this was right in the beginning. You see, and then I can now search for this event as well if I want to.
Okay.
So he did start using it in the beginning, but I'm telling you, the venues that started the same as them, I helped him the other day to export their list, and they had 380,000 in here. So he
Sure.
could have gathered a lot more data already. Okay, then mass mailer. You can use this and you can say everybody that's attended an event, but he didn't maintain it very well. So I don't think how it will work for you. Okay, so there's all the clients that attended the event. Uh, Tick all of them. Just don't do more than 500 at a time. You can say create a mail. It blind copies everybody. And now you can say conference packages for 2024. Okay, and you can add your image in here, you can type them a message, whatever. Blind copies everybody, and you can send them your packages. So,
Okay. So if
so
it's a company and we just want to mail companies.
yeah, so and then you can send, and it will blind copy everybody, and it will send. Okay.
Okay.
So this customer group that I filtered now, in the
Yes.
booking, okay, so there's browser. So in the booking, okay, you see here, group event. So I can change it here and I can say this is a conference customer.
Yes.
And then I can search in those lists for my conference customers. I can send them my conference packages for 2024.
Okay.
But you can see everybody is just under events. They're not selecting this in the booking.
The proper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I didn't know about that IA group ID. I'll
Yeah.
start doing it as well. I'm guilty of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, now that I know about it, I'll start doing it as well.
And then here's all your companies and rates. But if I'm looking for Q2B and I want to update, I want to see this little icon here with all the people who's booked for Q2B before. And there you can see everybody that booked for Q2B before.
Okay.
Okay. Let's say I want to edit the company now, and I can edit it again. Yeah. So I edited in the customer, and now I can edit it here again. And I'm definitely not in Eastern Cape. Thank you, dankie. Okay. And I can add all the details, registration, VAT number, etc. And that's how you can edit a company.
Okay.
The rate, we always put an underscore in front so it shows it on these screens. The only reason why we do the underscore, so it always stays on top here.
Okay.
So you don't have to scroll and look for rack rate. These are all your companies. So you see, he did capture companies. So there's quite a lot of companies. So they did use the functionality for making a company booking already.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's companies and rights. That's why we say slash rights. Because even if I look for my right and I want to call it something else, I can edit it here. Okay.
Okay.
That's how you edit companies and rights. I just want to check something. Yeah, so that one is with no space. Then that. Then I'm going to start with, I want to leave something for us that I can just spend the 2 hours on CRM because I think that is the most complicated where everybody's um, little pigs run away in their brains. Is when I start with CRM and the venue setup. So we'll do CRM. Are we scheduled for tomorrow afternoon as well?
Yes.
So then we'll do CRM tomorrow afternoon. And next week we'll do venue setup. This
Yes.
venue setup. Yes. Okay, so the management reports. So you can go to any date. Let's even go to September. Okay. So you can go back, you can go forward, display on screen, PDF or Excel. Can you say display? And now it calculates everything for September.
Okay.
Oh. So like I said to you, these are your main revenue group. So this is what you made out of accommodation. This is out of a function, matric dance, weddings. If I drop down now, it will show accommodation made so much. But if I drop down there, I can see out of my functions, I made 190,000. That amount went to food, decor, wood, venue hire, equipment rental, breakage deposits, and accommodation zero. And these extras are all the ones that's not been allocated to a department. Okay, do you understand that drop down? So that's the
Yes.
total revenue, and then that revenue breaks down into these departments. So
Yes, I
why you have
understand.
extras? It's because on the quote line, on these quote lines, it wasn't allocated to a department. So let's find tea and coffee. And if I say now it's under food and bev, save, it will fix it. Good.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how you can also, but forget about the past being the past now. For
Yes.
future,
For
let,
future.
yeah, everybody that's working on Q2B must allocate those departments. Then your report will be so nice
Okay.
because you will actually be able to see how much went to food, how much to venue hire, etc.
Okay.
Weddings, there's your payments, you received EFT cards, there's your department breakdown again, then you can see accommodation made so much, breakage, decor, equipment, venue hire, wood, all your totals and VAT as well. And then your rooms. Do you see why I say your rooms are not set up properly? There's only one room here and unassigned.
Okay.
Okay. And then you will be able to see all your rooms. How many nights did you sell it? Now this is all gaga. Unassigned. Okay, so 26, it's unassigned items. It's all gaga because it's priceless items that wasn't allocated. Okay, and miscellaneous is big because it's also not allocated. The system just puts it under extras or other because it doesn't know where to put it towards.
Okay.
So this is probably stuff that was on bookings and I didn't allocate it. But going forward, it will be much easier for you to get a proper report. Now look, it generates on the screen now. And if I go now and I say health check, it's going to bring up all those unallocated items. So I can actually go and fix it if I want to.
Oh.
Hmm. And it's going to be a lot because it's a huge amount. So I'm just going to cancel. Let's do small October from the 1st to the 12th. Just want to show you. If I go to the 1st up until the 12th, display. See, because I already did the departments, look how nicely it breaks down now for you guys.
Okay. I see.
Now I can go health check. And it's going to bring up all the items that's not been allocated. So you see, it's the packages, those ones that I said you
Yeah,
must
the
still go
King's
and
Bowl.
do. See, the full group packages, refundable breakage deposit, reservation lines. So he can actually go and fix all of them and then do a full report. So it pulls out all the ones that's not allocated and you can go and fix it. And it will, like this one. Let's say I fix this one. And I go and I say, this is venue hire. Okay, so you can actually, and then actually I could have gone back. Should have not gone into, you open it in a new window. Let me show you that. Because,
To if you
yeah,
wanted to say skip obviously the ones that we didn't do correctly,
yeah,
could you say, can I have it from this month to this month report rather than the
yeah.
whole report?
They do a health check. Okay, and then I say open a new tab, and there's my breakdown. So 12, you see, so the breakdown out of that, that's why only 12,000 rand is in the breakdown. The system doesn't know where to put the rest.
Yeah.
So he started, can you see it? So
Yes.
he started, but the system doesn't know the balance of that. If you take this 12,000 rand off, where must I put the balance? The system doesn't know.
Okay.
That's why it's falling under
Major
this
categories.
breakdown. Yeah. Good. So you can
Okay.
just go open a new, then you don't have to do the report every time. See, buffet. So that's probably food.
Yes.
Safe. And that's how you can fix it.
Okay.
But then if they start doing it properly, this list will become shorter and shorter every month.
Okay.
Okay. And then people will do less reports. Because if I go here now and I go from that date to that date, export it to Excel for me. There's all Nicolette's work all done for.
Yeah, so he doesn't have to do 101 reports.
Yeah.
That's all I hear she does every time I ask her what she's doing. Reports, reports. I got more reports, reports, reports. Like, okay.
There's my full from the 1st to the 12th. Functions, and I can see food, beverage, decor, made that. There's my full department breakdown.
Yeah.
Every department, what did they make? Food, decor, food and beverage, venue hire, and the totals. My payments, rooms by category, revenue from the price list items. So all the price list items, that was the revenue that was generated. Occupancy, revenue from other resources. So it's like your chapel and your main venue rentals, venue hire. Reservation status, so quotes is that amount, invoices is that amount, and I deleted that total. And here's your miscellaneous, which the system doesn't know where to allocate it to.
Yeah.
So it puts it already in a spreadsheet for you, each one, and there's your total revenue breakdowns.
Okay. That's cool.
Okay, monthly analysis, also a nice report. You can go back and you can go to the future.
Okay.
And you say on screen, once again, you can print or you can export it and you can split it by revenue groups, customer groups, etc.
Okay.
It takes a while. If you take more months, it also generates because now it's calculating everything from the 1st of September up until end December. That's why they made a note here. Say, please be patient. There's a lot to do.
Okay.
So whatever date you want to go to, it will pull all that data to the front for you from the server. But it calculates like crazy on the server now to bring up all those months for you.
Okay.
And this can also, in Excel, it's absolutely awesome. Your full month, every month is on a sheet. And your full, everything is on there already. So for her to sit and do manual reports is crazy.
Yeah, because she tells me like at night that she's doing them and
Yeah, I know
it's
she's working her butt off. When I saw her the
yes.
other day, I said, just do the training on Q2B. I wish that they actually, and even Tony can do with more training. You know, they started with us when we started, and we started where we could just manage conference and weddings and stuff. And then we added so much in between in this last 7 years. It would have been nice for him also to join the training, but he can watch the videos if he wants to.
Yeah.
He, but it would be nice, you know, to just get an update
Yes.
on the system because we develop at an extremely high level, and then they don't use the functionality, and the functionality can change their lives.
Yes. And also it prevents it from doing
Sitting
our own
until
thing and
11
doing things
o'clock at night.
wrong,
Yeah, yeah.
which
And
makes the
sitting,
system useless because of doing it not the right way.
yeah. And
Well,
they're
that's how I
sitting
feel. I feel
until
like
10
there's a lot
o'clock,
of
11
fixing.
o'clock at night doing reports manually.
Yes.
That will drive me insane.
Yeah, well, also, I don't know how she's doing it.
Yeah. Now we're on slow Wi-Fi again. But this is actually that I love the period revenue because you can do a health check and you can see what elements are not allocated. And there's your full month. And then monthly analysis, it's also nice to see where you're working towards. Have you got enough bookings? What's your revenue coming in? You know, is there enough revenue coming in? Can you keep this place up? Can you pay the people that's working for you? And
Okay.
all of that.
Okay. Kind of reports we need.
Yeah. I just want to see if they reply to my email for the slow reporting. No, I don't want to do that. I didn't click there. Okay. Okay, so you see there September, October, November, December. Total invoiced, what's in quotes and inquiries. There it breaks down your accommodation, your occupancy percentages. It breaks down other resources. And other resources is your venue hire. So
Okay.
anything that falls not under accommodation, it throws it into your other resources. Miscellaneous is those items like invoice that's not been allocated. The minute you fix that health check, it will probably have no miscellaneous here.
Okay.
It's just because the system doesn't know where to allocate it towards.
Okay.
But it's a cool report. If you want to see how they calculate this, you can click on the eye and it will show you how do they calculate this figure.
Okay. Hmm.
So then revenue forecast. Come, there you go. So it pulls the month in for you, but of course you can change the dates. You can say submit. Okay, and it will show you here's all your revenue groups that you've got. There's the totals in quotes, the total you invoiced, and nothing is in completed status. Okay, and there's your totals. And then you can see also here what's outstanding, total
Okay.
outstanding, your quotes, invoices for the month. So you invoiced 13%, 86% is quotes. And there's all the bookings for that month. And if you want to export it to Excel, it will export all these lines or export details. Will take every line item on each booking to Excel.
Okay.
Okay. That's also a very nice report. I like that. Your
Yeah, it
department,
is.
yeah, your department revenue, you can also do. So once you start allocating the stuff to the correct departments and fix your health check, this department revenue report will be much easier and lekker. Yes, and you can see, oh, so I had to pay my barmans. That was the amount. Accommodation made so much. Breakage was so much. Cleaner was so much. DJ, decor, etc. There's your full department report. Although it's all in here, in your first report, your period revenue, we'll
Yes.
give you a separate report as well if you want to do a separate report.
Okay.
Then origins, if you selected in a booking, where did my booking come from? It will show. If you don't select it, it's not just going to show no origin. So here's email, Nadine generated lead, client called in. For the month.
Okay.
Okay. And then that's your origin. Feedback. So you can go and check your feedback. And I think you switched the feedback off, so the feedback doesn't go out to the clients anymore. Apply. And you can say for which profile. Yeah. So you got feedback. So there is two that gave you feedback. So there's the questions he's currently got on. And they all give you. So 1 is horrible, 5 is excellent. Remember yesterday I showed you can in each booking go and see what did that bridal couple, what did the guests rate you?
Yes.
Here is the overall on all your events. Okay. If I want to see who gave me that rating, click on the 2 and I can see the person who gave me that rating. I can see any notes that they made here. And I can see all their answers as well. So they've given you a 5 on everything.
Okay.
Awesome, eh?
Feedback analysis.
Yeah. Feedback notes. So I can also go and see if they left an ugly note for me.
So how
And
do they fill in the feedback?
it goes 12
Notes.
hours after departure. It sends out automatically to them, and they can choose to fill it completed or not completed.
Okay.
So nobody made comments or notes, so that's a good sign. This is where you will see the food was horrible, or any complaints, or excellent service, blah, blah, blah. That's where you will see the notes. Online bookings, we actually don't have to do that report because you're not online.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it will show offline. So these are the offline bookings that was made. Okay, for rooms, activities, and tickets. That's the only ones we show here. Point of sale, you don't have a point of sale integrated with Q2B. Venue link, you can go and check if Comma France made bookings for you or if you made bookings for Comma France. Anybody that you link up with.
Okay.
To rather September. If you make bookings for each other. Nothing. Okay. If there's nothing coming up, nobody made bookings for you. You didn't make bookings for them. And that is all those bookings under this venue link. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so that's venue link report, user activity report. I can go and say from that date to that date, apply. All users or only Tony. I can do it for all users or just one specific user. What activity did he do? Did he capture payments? And those are the payments he captured.
Okay.
So any functionality, what that user did, you can go and pull it on user or on all the users, or I can go and check what Nicolette did. And I can say all functionality, and she did nothing on the system.
Oh my god. uh,
Okay. So
so
yes,
Nicolette hasn't received training on the system at all.
nothing.
Oh,
Okay. You can even go and see if they deleted or restored a line, copied something, send a registration link, they capture the payment, changed anything in the header. You can go and check up on everything that they did.
okay.
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 Let's see if Tony's working his butt off. Yep. Okay. So from the 1st to the 12th, Tony's been working very hard. Okay. Shame.
Okay.
Okay. So that's quite a nice report as well. Question analysis, you don't have to check in app questions, but you can analyze all those questions. Should you have the check-in app? Tomza, you don't belong to Tomza, so I'm not going to waste your time with that report. You don't do the gate report, the gate check-in. Anything that you sold from the price list, you can also pull a report for that. And there's all the items. So King's Meal, it went to food and beverage. There's the price, the value sold, and how many times did you sell it, the quantity.
Okay.
Okay, so King's Meal, you sold 182 for the month up till now. And it breaks down all your stuff with the department and how many items did you sell for a month. Promo code usage, if you use the promo codes, you set up promo codes, um, let's say that winter one. I don't know which one is that. I think it's an old one. Yeah. Let me show you on my demo. If you go and set up promo codes and you sell by promo code or you use the promo code internally, you can do a full report on your promo codes. How many of those promo codes did you sell? So you can create a promo code for you guys to give maybe discount. Okay. I also on my demo don't have promo codes. So it will show you the code, what reservations, the item, the quantity of the promo code, the amount that you've given the discount for, etc. But a full report on a promo code. Okay.
Okay.
I also don't have an active promo code at the moment in mind. And you'll see next week when we do the admin training, I'll show you how to set up promo codes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the promo code report. Admin fee you don't have, so I'm not going to waste your time. Availability report, you're not linked to anybody, and STR you also want to. These are more for hotels where they want to send, maybe Lucky is asking what availability of rooms do you have. If you're not integrated, they can send them a full report. And STR is a company that will show you around you what's their occupancy percentage filled, so you can check your prices if you're in par with the rest of the people around you. But that's for rooms.
Okay.
Okay. So that's basically it for the day, and then we're going to tackle CRM tomorrow, and
Okay.
we'll keep that as a separate thing and a separate video then. So that Tony can also, because CRM can do half of your follow-up work for you. Follow up on quotes, put this all bookings in deleted status. You can set it up so it can work for you
Okay.
automatically. Okay.
That's nice. That's very nice.
And then in the next training, we'll do all the venue setup, and then we'll go and start fixing all these problems. Okay.
Okay.
So especially his rooms, I'd love to fix those rooms. Okay. I like these chamber rooms. Okay. That shouldn't be in there. It should be in your description in your price list item. and it's an overnight room, but you can see why it's not working properly in the system because it's not set up properly
Okay.
as an overnight room.
Okay.
So then we're going to have a lot of work because I want to fix it so that you guys can start working properly on the system. Okay.
Okay.
These are all inactive ones, so he made all those luxury tents inactive. So I don't know what's the relationship and going on there.
I don't know either.
Yeah. Okay. And there's a minimum of 2. So is all your rooms a minimum of 2?
Yes. Except
Uh,
for the chambers. But
this one,
like
can
I
one
say,
sleep
that's
there as
probably
well?
gonna change later on.
Yeah.
We have other plans for it, so
Okay.
um,
But
they
this
could
check
sleep
in,
3.
check out should not be here. It should be in your price description. And you
Yes.
see, this room is not even linked to a category. That's why I can't pick it up as a room. I wonder if he's got a category for it. Let's see. No, only the honeymoon suite. But this is not the honeymoon suite.
The Queen's chambers is a honeymoon suite, so
You see, the categories are not correct.
it's
And it's,
actually our newest one.
yeah, and it's not matching with the room. So we're going to have a lot of work in the next 3 training sessions.
Okay.
But then we can go and fix it properly for them.
Okay.
You don't have activities, as far as I know. Yeah.
No.
You don't have returnable inventory items. You have quite a lot of inactive ones. So this is unfortunately in Q2B because we have to keep a audit trail. If you create a wrong resource, you cannot delete it. You can only make it inactive.
Okay.
Because there's a history lying on it, and that's why we can't remove it. Because there's
Okay.
history bookings on it. So you've got quite a lot of inactive ones, and that's Bougainvillea, Gardens Court. But we'll work on this next week and we'll make it properly, the rooms, and put it under the correct. See, this one don't even have a category in. That one don't have a category in. That's why it's also not working properly.
Okay.
Um, Yeah, we'll do it together. I'm not going to work on it now. We'll do it together because then at least one person at Riverside Castle will know how to go and fix it the next time.
Yes, no, and hopefully keep it all in track as well.
Yeah. Okay, let me stop this recording.